Good morning, my dear students. Today we will make a revision for April exam. Number 1. The chemical reaction causes a breaking bond between products and the formation of new bonds between reactants. This is wrong because products, the bond in the reactants, it is the one which is broken, but the bond in the products, they form a new bond in the products. Formation of bond between products, I said this is wrong because in the products, yes, this is right because in the products we form a new bond. Then breaking the bond in the reactants, of course, also reactants, we break the bond, but the order is wrong because at the first the bond between reactants is broken, then after that the bond between the products is formed. The breaking of bond of the molecules of the reactants and the formation of the new bond between products, this is right because at the first bond in the reactants is broken, then the bond in the products is formed. So we will choose C. The bright magnesium ribbon changes into white powder of magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. The sum of reactants mass in any chemical reaction is equal sum of products mass. Equal sum of products mass. On applying law of constant ratio on the following reaction, we will find that. Okay, let's calculate at the first the mass of the reactants and the mass of the products and see which one is right. The equation is 2mg plus O2. It will produce 2mgO. Okay, let's calculate the mass of reactants. As it's given in the problem that the magnesium, its mass number is 24, and the oxygen, its mass number is 12. No, it's not 12, it's equal 60. Okay, let's count the mass or calculate the mass of the reactants. This is the reactants. Those are the products. And the first here we have 2 of magnesium, so I will write 2 times 24 plus oxygen equals 16 times 2. So the magnesium, we will use 48 gram of magnesium plus 32 gram of oxygen. Let's calculate the mass of magnesium oxide. 2 times magnesium equal 24 plus oxygen equal 16. So the mass of the products equal 80 gram. So we will use 48 gram of magnesium and 32 gram of oxygen to produce 80 gram of magnesium oxide. Can we decrease this amount, the products and the reactants? Of course, yes. If I make divided 2, so the mass of the magnesium oxide will be 40. Here the mass of magnesium will be 24 divided 2. 32 divided 2 equals 60. So I can use 48 gram of magnesium with 16 gram of oxygen to produce 48 gram of magnesium oxide. Can we reduce this amount or the mass of the reactants and the products? Yes. I will make again divided 2. So the 40 will be 20 and the 24 will be 12 and 16 it will be 8. So here in this choice, each 48 gram combined with 32 gram of oxygen to form 80 gram of magnesium oxide. This is right. each 24 gram of magnesium combined with 16 gram of oxygen to form 40 gram of magnesium oxide. This is also right. Each 12 gram of magnesium combined with 8 gram of oxygen to form 20 gram of magnesium oxide. This is also right, and we calculated them from this calculation. All of them are right, so I will choose A, B, and C. Next one. If the molecule of carbon dioxide consists of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms, knowing that the mass number of carbon and is 12 and the oxygen is 16, so the mass of 2 molecules of carbon dioxide equals how many grams? They want to know the mass of 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, and they told us that the mass number of carbon equal 12, oxygen equals 16. So I will make 2 times carbon equal 12 plus oxygen, the mass number of oxygen is 16, so I will make 16, and here there is 2, so I will make times 2. When I calculate them, I will make 2 times 44, so it will equal 88 gram, because here it's asking about 2 molecules of carbon dioxide. If it's asking about only 1 molecule of carbon dioxide, so it will be 44 only. But because it's asking about 2 molecules of carbon dioxide, so the answer, I will multiply it by 2, and the answer will be 44. 88. The answer will be 88. Which of the following is considered a balanced chemical equation? I should count the number of atoms in the reactants and the number of atoms in the products. The first one is wrong. Why? Let's write the first one, magnesium plus oxygen, magnesium oxide. So here number of atoms in the oxygen in the reactants, the number of oxygen atoms in the reactants equal to, but here it's only 1 atom, so this is wrong, so we will not choose 1 or A. The second one, B, it's 2, it's written like this, 2 of magnesium oxide with O2, it will produce magnesium oxide. The same problem, here it's 2 atoms of oxygen, and here it's only 1 atom. Here it's 2 atoms of magnesium, and here it's 1 atom of magnesium, so this is wrong. The number of atoms in the reactants should equal number of atoms in the products. The third one, which is C, it's written like this, so here the number of magnesium atom is only 1, but here it's 2. The oxygen is right, O2, and here it's 2 oxygen atoms, so the problem is in magnesium. The number of atoms in the magnesium in the reactants is less than the products, so this is wrong. Okay, here when I put 2, this is right, because magnesium atoms, there are 2 magnesium atoms, and the oxygen, there are 2 oxygen atoms in the reactants. Let's count number of atoms in the products. Magnesium, this 2 is for magnesium oxide, all magnesium oxide, so magnesium it's 2, and also oxygen equal 2, because here it's written in front of magnesium oxide 2, so 2 goes for magnesium and also for oxygen. So the last one is right. Direct combination reaction takes place between two nonmetals, yes. Metal and the nonmetal, yes. Compound with another, yes. So all the previous are right. Ammonia combines with concentrated hydrochloric acid, producing ammonium chloride, which is white cloud. Ammonium chloride is white cloud or white fumes. Which equation verify law of conservation of matter? If we look at the first one, here number of atoms, it's written like this: N2 plus H2 and H3. Here there are only two atoms of nitrogen, but here it's one, only one. Here 2 and here 1. Hydrogen 2, but here 3. So this is wrong. This equation is not balanced. The next one, nitrogen monoxide plus oxygen. It will produce nitrogen dioxide. Okay, let's count here. The number of nitrogen atoms 1, and here it's 1. Oxygen 1 here and 2 here, so they are 3. Here oxygen is 2, so also oxygen is wrong. This equation is not balanced. H2O, it will produce H2 plus O2. Here the hydrogen is 2, and here the hydrogen is 2. Oxygen is 1, but here oxygen is 2, so this is wrong also. Potassium chloride plus silver nitrate, silver chloride plus potassium nitrate. Let's count potassium atoms. Here it's only 1, and here also it's only 1. Chlorine 1, and here chlorine is 1. Silver 1, and silver here is 1. Nitrogen 1, and here nitrogen also is 1. Oxygen in the nitrate is 3, and here oxygen also is 3. So they are balanced. This equation is balanced. Number of atoms in the reactants equal number of atoms in the products. Chemical reactions are used in medicines industry, yes. Fertilizers industry, yes. Food industry, yes. So all the previous are right. Increasing the ratio of which gas in the atmosphere increase the air temperature? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide increase the air temperature. The gases that causes building corrosion is sulfur oxides. The gases that affects nervous system and the eye are nitrogen oxides. All of these gases are acidic gases, except sulfur oxides are acidic gases, and also nitrogen oxides are acidic gases. So ammonia, it's not from acidic gases. Which oxides are resulted during time of lightening? It's nitrogen oxide. Substance resulted from burning of coal and cellulose fiber causes lung cancer. When we burn coal and cellulose fiber, they will use air pollution and lung cancer. When you kick a static ball with your foot, there is a static ball, and you kick it with your foot, what will happen to this ball? It will move. So a force acts on the ball which change the state of the balls into motion, because its state at the first was static. It was static, which means it's not moving, so it will be in the state of motion. A force is an effect that always change the state of the object. Not always, never, no. Always change the both position and the direction, no. May change the state of the object motion, yes, because it's maybe this force is not proper, it's improper or not enough. So This force may change the state of the object motion. Fundamental forces in nature are gravitational force, yes; electromagnetic force, yes; nuclear force, yes. All the previous answers are right. The apple falls down due to effect of Earth gravitational force. Earth gravitational force. The amount of Earth gravitational force is pulls the object. The object is object weight. Who is the scientist who discovered that the Earth gravitational force is Newton? Isaac Newton. The work done to lift an object upward increased by increasing object mass. The object weight on the Earth's surface is related to gravitational force. If the mass of the object decreases to half, so the weight also decreases to half. When the mass decreases to half, so the weight will decrease to half. Direct relation between weight and mass. The Earth's gravitational acceleration is changed from a place to another or on the Earth's surface because of the distance between the Earth's center. The distance from the Earth's center. Because as we know that the Earth, it's a non-spherical planet. It's non-spherical. So this is the equator and this is the pole. The distance between the Earth's surface and the equator and the center of the Earth is not like or not equal the distance between the center and the surface at the equator. Here the distance is more and here the distance is less, so the gravity on the poles is more than the gravity on the equator. Less. Here there is less gravity and the less weight. Less gravity and the less weight. Here there is more gravity and more weight because it's near from the center of the Earth. So the distance from the Earth's center differs from place to another. By multiplying mass and the gravitational acceleration, mass times gravity equals object weight. If the mass of the object equal 2 kilogram and the acceleration of gravity 10 meter per second square, so the weight, we will calculate the weight. Weight equals mass times gravity. Mass equal 2 times gravity 10, so it will equal 20, and we are calculating the weight. Weight, its measuring unit is Newton, so we will choose 20 Newton. The weight of the object is measured in Newton. The object weight change by changing its position on the Earth's surface. Are we standing in the pole, near to the pole, or near to the equator? The bar which is used in electromagnet is made of wrought iron bar or soft iron bar. The idea of how electromagnet work: electromagnet change electric energy into magnetic energy. So change electric energy into magnetic energy. The electromagnet is used in making electric bell and winch or cranes. Electromagnetic force affect the operation of all the following except car internal combustion engine. This is not related to electromagnetic force. All of them, dynamo or electric generator, electric motor or electromagnet, all of them, they are related to electromagnetic force except combustion engine. This is wrong. What change mechanical energy into electric energy? The dynamo or the electric generator change mechanical energy into electric energy. The electric motor the motor works by electricity to move, so from the electric energy into mechanical or kinetic energy. Electric motor is used in blender or mixer and also in the fan. The nuclear reaction used in medicine is produced from weak nuclear force, because weak nuclear force, it's produced from radioactive elements and radiation from them, and they are used in medicine, scientific researches, and industry. This is the weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force, as I said, it's used in scientific researches, medicine, scientific researches, and industry. We obtain electric energy from all the following except electric motor, because electric motor, it's not giving us electricity. Obtain means give us, produce electricity. The electric motor it's not producing electricity. It changes electric energy into kinetic or mechanical energy. So it uses electricity, not produce electricity. Strong nuclear force are used in military purpose and also in generating electricity. The idea of working atomic bomb depends on strong nuclear force. All the following accompanied forces to motion except the gravitational force. The forces which are accompanied to motion are friction, inertia, and biological force, which is inside living organism or living system. Inertia affect moving only? No. Static only? No. Moving and static? Yes. The coins falls in the cup by rapid hitting on the paper is an application of force of inertia. When a moving bus stops suddenly, you will rush forward. The passenger will rush forward because you stop suddenly due to inertia. When the horse is tripped, the horse driver suddenly rushed forward. This is related to the force of inertia. Passengers are rushed backward when a car starts moving suddenly. This is related also to force of inertia. All the following are examples of inertia except attraction force or attraction of the body to the earth. This is related to gravity, not inertia. What is a technological application on inertia? Safety belts of the car, because safety belts in the car stop inertia. So this is an application of inertia. Electric fan works for a few seconds after cutting electric current due to inertia. It will keep working due to inertia. Friction force always in against the motion or in the opposite direction of the motion. Car brakes performed is an application of friction force. Car brakes are example of friction force. The following forces and operation are applications of friction except operation of the dynamo. It's not related to friction force. It's really related to electromagnetic force. All of them are related to friction, walking on the ground, car motion due to rotation of the wheels. There is also friction between the wheel and the road, stopping of the car using the brakes. All of them are application of friction except the operation of the dynamo, because this is electromagnetic force. When using the bicycle brakes, the speed of the bike will decrease. It will slow down till it stops. Friction causes great loss of mechanical energy because the energy change into heat. Friction force change mechanical energy into heat energy. The idea of machines lubricants depend on decrease of friction force. Decrease friction force. Car tires are covered with very coarse substance to increase friction with the road. They are covered with very coarse substance to increase friction, and we can control the car movement and stopping. In which of the following example friction is considered a problem? Rising temperature of mechanical machines. What enable living organisms to do their different biological operation? Biological force or force inside living organism. From example of force inside living organism are pulses inside the blood vessels. The heart muscle contraction and relaxation are inferred with pulse inside blood vessels. Liquid transport through pores and walls of the cells from low concentration to high concentration. water transported from the soil leaves of the plant by the effect of biological force, because it's a living organism. Okay. The change in object position as time passes, or direction as time passes relative to the frame of reference is called relative motion. Relative motion, because here it's relative. When you see relative or according to, this is called relative motion. Number 2, when the two cars move in the same direction with velocity 80 kilometers per hour, the drivers of the first car imagine that the second car move with velocity 0, because they are moving with the same speed. Both of them, they are moving with 80 kilometers and they are moving in the same direction, so they will imagine that the car stop moving or the speed equals 0. If you are in a moving train, you will imagine that the car moving in the same direction of the road at smaller speed move backward. The motion of the following object are transitional motion, except the motion of simple pendulum, because it's periodic motion. In the periodic motion, the motion is regularly repeated. The motion of the simple pendulum, it's of course it's kind of periodic motion, but it is an example of vibrating motion. The movement of the moon around the earth is example, also it's periodic, and what its type, it's circular motion. All the following are periodic motion except the train's motion, because it's a transitional motion. All the following are motion regularly repeated in equal periods of time, which means it's periodic motion except transitional motion. It's not a periodic motion. The movement of the electrons around the nucleus is considered circular motion. The motion of the electron is around the nucleus is circular motion. All the following are properties of sound waves. Sound is mechanical, so it's mechanical, yes. It's produced from vibration of medium, yes, because mechanical need medium. It needs medium to travel, yes. It travels through free space, no. It can't travel through free space because it's mechanical, it's not electromagnetic. Sound are produced due to vibration of the medium particles. Mechanical waves are characterized by their speed greater than electromagnetic, no. Electromagnetic is greater than the mechanical. Their speed is 300 million meter per second, no. This is the speed of electromagnetic. Their need for medium to propagate, yes, they need medium. They can't travel through vacuum or space. What waves are example of mechanical waves? We have two examples, which are water and the sound waves. Two examples of mechanical, water and sound. What are used in examining and curing sets for the human body? Ultrasonic waves. Ultrasonic waves, which is a kind of sound waves from mechanical waves. So what is used in examining and curing sets for the human body? Ultrasonic waves. All the following are electromagnetic waves except sound or water, they are mechanical. We see lightning before hearing the thunder because the speed of light is much greater than the speed of the sound. Lightning occur before the thunder, no, because they occur at the same time. Sound needs medium, okay, it needs medium, but also the light, it's traveling through the medium. This is not the problem. The speed of the light is 340, no, this is the speed of the sound. The speed of light is much greater, yes, it's much greater than the sound. The speed of the both, what is in the space equals 300 million meter per second. Speed and light, sound and light Of course light is 300 million, but sound no. Infrared, yes, infrared, yes, but water no, it's mechanical. X-ray and gamma ray, yes, because both of them are electromagnetic. Ultraviolet, yes, but sound no, it's mechanical, it's not 300 million. All the following are stringed musical instrument except flute, because it's pneumatic musical instrument. Sound waves are used in all the following except making remote, because making remote set we use infrared, not sound waves. What are used in night vision? Infrared. Infrared rays are used in cooking food because they have heat effect. They are used in cooking food because they have heat effect. Infrared rays are used in all the following application except sterilization, because this is the function of ultraviolet. X-rays are used in photographing bones. Bones, we photograph them by X-ray to detect bones fracture. What are used in examining mineral raw in industry? Also X-ray. What are used in medical purpose to treatment and discovery of some swelling or tumor? When we hear swelling or tumor, this is gamma ray. What among the applications of ultraviolet rays? Ultraviolet sterilization of sets of operation rooms, surgical operation rooms. It's used in sterilization, ultraviolet. Visible light is used in all the following applications except night vision, because in night vision we use infrared, not visible light. The speed of X-ray is from electromagnetic, and also infrared it's also from electromagnetic, so both of them they have equal speed, which is 300 million meter per second. Thank you, Prep.1.